Oh, without the headphones, this is
You know what it is? It's very freeing.
this is great.
Yeah.
It's very freeing.
I feel very free.
Oh no, the light.
Yeah.
Ah,
Ooh,
my
nice.
eye.
Tom is used to being in the dark. So are we
Yeah,
recording?
we're rocking and rolling, man.
So then I guess we'll start off by saying welcome back to the huddle. I'm going to give a nice air hug to our tens and tens of listeners. So,
air hug is solid.
A warm,
air hug is solid.
warm welcome. I'm going to back up so you can see my air hug. There you go. Air hug. All right. So now we're off and running.
Oh my god.
You want an air hug too?
No, I'm good. I'm fine without my air hug. We've got an exciting episode today. It's
do have an exciting episode.
It's been a little while since we've had the opportunity to
It's
speak.
been a little while, but I think, sometimes absence makes the heart go stronger. So that's probably what's happening with our, probably 15, 16 listeners out there.
Yeah.
They've been like, where did they go?
We have had some requests, some asks about where we've been. So, but it was a good summer. We got a lot of nice stuff done.
Got a lot of nice stuff done.
Some nice family stuff, some nice travel.
Mm-hmm.
We got some deals done, which was great too.
Played a little golf.
Played a lot of golf. Well, played a lot of golf for like a week.
Yeah.
And then that was about it.
Went back into golf hibernation.
Yeah. And I think, hey, nice to get back together, start getting this done more on a monthly basis like we initially had set out to do. And I think it's a really good time for us all to, kind of get back and chat about the market. What's been going on?
I think so. And from a demand perspective, for this podcast, I think we need the frequency to remain like on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
So otherwise, we do jeopardize our sponsors.
Yeah.
Which very healthy list.
A healthy list of sponsors.
Old City Coffee, for instance. I think we sponsor them.
We do.
And Kaplan's Bakery.
Yeah.
So
Kaplan's, we definitely
Yeah.
we definitely
we have
sponsor.
Definitely not monetized this podcast.
No, not at all. Not the slightest bit.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I think, hey, maybe we'll jump into some of the stuff we've been doing. A lot of travel, a lot of good stuff. But most recently, National Industrial Conference, NIC.
National Industrial Conference. So why don't we do a quick recap, maybe some takeaways on that?
Well, my first takeaway is that the barbecue is delicious.
San Antonio came strong.
San Antonio came strong with the barbecue.
And we did an off-campus event barbecue mission.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where we ordered way too much. And I will tell you, really, really well-trained employee and staff, they didn't question how much we ordered.
There was no food shaming.
There was no food shaming whatsoever.
Yeah, which is not the case at other places we've been where...
Shall remain nameless.
We shall remain nameless, where we ordered some food and they may say like, hey... That's a lot of food.
That's a lot of food. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, you sure you want that? Like, why are you shaming? Yeah.
So give me a couple takeaways from NIC, and I'll give you a couple of mine.
Yeah, so NIC, I think two main takeaways for me. One, you heard it a lot over the last 18 months. Survive to 25,
yeah.
Right? And I think there was a general consensus that. While 25 was not as robust a year as maybe some were expecting or hoping for, it's still a strong year. We're tracking to have another good year. You know, I mean, you got to throw the COVID years out like we've talked before, but I think statistically and deals that we've been involved with is very positive.
Yeah.
So I think it was sort of became and survive to 25 to survive through 25.
Yeah.
And get to 26. And the sentiment, again, everybody's optimistic, right? I mean, we're an optimistic business, was, hey, 26 is where we're going to actually start to see some of the deals that had that pent-up demand, those will get done.
Yeah.
So that was a big theme, and it was, I would say, kind of universal through everybody we talked to. The other big one I thought was there was a lot of chatter about manufacturing.
Yep.
About how that was maybe finally, it's been talked about. Is it coming back? And actually now there's meaningful requirements in the market and deals that are pending or in a very serious stage of the deal cycle. So that was a big one. It was the manufacturing. Obviously, I think you're probably going to talk data center, so I'll defer to you on that one.
Whoa. You're reading my mind?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'd say, like I said, man, this very freeing episode.
The very freeing episode
without the headset.
headphones.
So a lot gets freed up.
Yeah.
So but the other one was a big emphasis on data center. So I will turn that over to you.
Yeah, listen. To echo what you're saying, the nearshoring aspect was definitely something that was very, very high on everybody's chart. The Survive Through 25, I think that was the first time I had heard that during one of the landlord owner panels, and I think it's a sentiment that is absolutely right for how everybody feels. I also, the other takeaway from the occupier side or the landlord side was this feeling of general malaise. And that there's it's almost this, you just kind of, you're dragging through
Kicking and screaming every deal to get it done.
Every single deal.
I mean, what's our most nervous part for you
when
and
it
me?
goes out for execution.
When it goes out for execution.
Anything.
Yeah. Like, hey, listen, there's a LOI. So now it's a lease, and now it's perfect. Now it's ready to go. Like, okay, woohoo, time to celebrate. No.
Scariest part of the deal.
Scariest part.
Yeah.
Scariest part when it goes
Scariest
out for execution.
environment imaginable at that time. So that's a real big takeaway. And yeah, I think the data center side. Listen, this is not unique to Pennsylvania. This is everywhere. But I will tell you that there is certainly an emphasis on data center development, data center acquisition. One of the big things for the brokers that are listening, right? One of the things that was shared with us was, hey, there's an opportunity. Right, there are opportunities to get involved in these deals, and ride it while you can.
There's demand.
There's demand.
Yeah.
And then I thought the other interesting sentiment that was shared was not dissimilar to the COVID run up and demand and capital deployment. It's a gold rush. There will be overbuilding of this.
It is a gold rush, and
it is a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, there is I think a sentiment that's shared that we will, like in everything else, we'll oversupply this.
Yeah.
So now the governor on that is probably going to be power
and just the sheer cost of building these data centers, right? And that was another one. I think we heard pretty staggering number of like $10 million a megawatt.
Oh, it's the numbers that are involved,
unbelievably expensive,
and the switchgear that goes into these things, the lead time for it.
Yeah,
I mean, like that kind of stuff. It's hey, we don't have it.
Yeah, we don't.
It has to be manufactured.
Yeah,
if you had a data site center that was approved today and you had the power, I mean, you still got to get all the equipment that goes in it. There's just crazy lead times, and I know we're just scratching the surface on the kind of the ins and outs of these deals, but I mean that's what we're hearing, kind of universally.
Yeah, well, and I think that's a good segue into NIC was kind of looking at those themes and how they're playing out around our own region right now, because to your point, we're on track for another good year. But if you talk to people, you still have that feeling of general malaise. But as you and I have talked about and have shared in reports, and we've talked about on calls with colleagues as well as customers, we are in an environment where you have a large macro region that has smaller submarkets, and those smaller submarkets are performing very differently. And it's been like that now for the better part of 12, 18 months.
And they have different fundamentals.
And they do have different fundamentals. But you look at a central Pennsylvania, right? Central Pennsylvania has been the belle of the ball for this market now, going on the better part of 2 years. Without central Pennsylvania, if you remove that,
it's carried a lot through.
It's carried a lot through.
Yeah.
You remove it from the statistics, you remove it from just the general the general discussion. It's a much different market dynamic that we're working with.
And then I think recently too, when you look at Northeast PA, the what had been for a long time considered the sort of the low cost alternative, to a lot of or to the balance of the market. It's gotten some nice deals done.
Very nice deals.
And I'm not just saying that because we have projects coming there, and we've been involved in some of those deals. It's it is a market that I think has been due. to be considered just as strong a market as some of the other submarkets. But it's really encouraging to see that. And you look and you say, like, hey, why is it doing well? Well, I mean, it's got to go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
The development has to go somewhere. You look at certain segments, the Lehigh Valley. Is there land there? Well, there's a couple opportunities, but they're very challenging. You're almost guaranteed to get no kind of economic incentives in the form of alert or anything like that. It's you're kind of in a fist fight to get things entitled. Same for Central PA, but I think Northeast PA is still very much open for business.
Yeah.
And
unless it's a data center.
Unless it's a data center. Yeah, and those are starting to get pushback. I mean, you see it across the country. You see fervent pushback on the data center stuff.
Yeah.
So,
and I would say also too, it's you look at Pennsylvania with all the different municipalities and townships. It's
2,500.
It's like anything else. One township might be fervently against it. One township is 100% for it.
Mm-hmm.
So those are things where it's just it's going to be a basis of the fundamentals that are in play. But I think you look at that. Burlington County still doing well. Still good demand. Still deals getting done. Greater Philadelphia, 95 corridor, Salem County. Universally, everybody we talk to, it's a challenge.
Slow, and there's a lot of supply.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, and I think that hey, we've got projects that we're seeing real time, and one of the things that I know you and I talk about often is like, hey, are we doing anything wrong? Right?
What are we missing?
What are we missing? How do we create the better mousetrap in order to entice a tenant that otherwise might not be in the market or enticed?
Hey, that's part of the basis of our entire thesis on the FTQ study.
Yeah.
How do we prospect and convince occupiers that are in Class B or less space, and entice them into a Class A building and all the amenities that go along with it, and say, hey, you can be more efficient.
Well, it's that whole thought process of there's their current reality and a desired reality, and sometimes having the ability to create the desired reality that a prospective tenant doesn't even know about. Right?
Yeah.
To be able to show them efficiencies of a building, to be able to show them that this is actually more cost effective than you understand from just a per square foot basis, but an efficiency standpoint.
Well, I think also, I do think a lot of business owners understand that, but just like this malaise and sort of the uncertainty of a lot of things, for us to show them, hey, you can be 50% more efficient in this building that has 36-foot clear versus your 22, and you've got super flat flooring and you can rack and all that. They say, like, yeah, I don't disagree with you. The issue is that racking is not free.
Yeah.
So that's a big capex for me. So it's and with the uncertainty in the overall economy, it causes people to delay those decisions, which is very understandable.
Before we jump into the uncertainty some fun, I would say, I want to touch on the uncertainty standpoint, because this is something that has been a consistent theme throughout discussions that we have had with other Colliers colleagues, other colleagues that are working for occupiers that we're working with and know and have good relationships with. And also from landlords. We did a survey recently that we sent out to our kind of landlord database and people that we're friendly with, and we asked about tariffs, right, and the uncertainty that presents, and pretty universally the response was that these have been negative from a demand standpoint as it relates to making decisions and doing anything at this point in time. The occupiers that we've talked to, many of them American manufacturers. People that you'd be thrilled to see expand or have space within a region. They're job creators. It is tough for them right now in the current environment
make those decisions.
to make decisions.
It's in front of the Supreme Court right now.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's when you talk about how that affects, American manufacturers and just the economy overall. It's not the good, bad. That's not really the story. It is the uncertainty.
Yeah.
Because those are big swings you're talking about.
Yeah, and I think that it just plays into that malaise factor. You look back at the past couple of years, right? We had interest rates go up in 2022. Interest rate. Do I remember?
Yeah.
They stayed elevated, and it was okay. How high are we going to raise them? That was the first one. Then it was okay. How long are we going to keep them there?
Yeah.
Then it was okay. Great, we're cutting interest rates. Oh, sorry, election cycle. Right into an election cycle. Finally, we have an election get done. We have a new president. Then we go into tariffs, right? So this has been years now of general uncertainty in the market that makes it very challenging for anybody to do business.
Well, they're very long-term decisions.
Yeah.
And they're tens and hundreds of millions of dollars.
Exactly. So
all right, so
we get to get. I want to have fun.
Let's bounce from the tens of hundreds of millions of dollars to the tens of dollars, which were spent on the props.
So before we show the props,
yes,
I want you to.
Should we introduce the overall concept of what we're talking about?
I want to introduce the overall concept of what we're talking about, but more importantly, and I specifically want this more than anything for some colleagues in the Chicago office. Specifically, Mr. Tom Rodino and Mr. Steve Ostrowski.
Yeah.
Shout out, gentlemen.
Yeah. They know who they are.
They know who they are.
Yeah.
I would love for you to introduce the concept of the Gola-Meter.
The Gola-Meter. Okay, so the Gola-Meter, and where we're going with this, I'll give the view from 50,000 first. So we, the Huddle, is going to hand out on an annual basis a deal of the year. So, again, to our tens and tens of listeners, I know they will wait with bated breath while we evaluate and come up with our deal of the year. But you can't just randomly hand out a deal of the year, right?
Can't do it.
There has to be criteria.
Has to be.
You have to have some type of way to rate the deal.
Of course.
Because you have to defend it, too.
Yes, it's got to be defendable.
Yeah. Somebody says, why would you just pick that? Like, well, hey, let me go to the chart.
Yeah.
I got my numbers right here.
Yeah.
So we're thinking, how do we get to that? So, in the course of contemplating this, we said, well, what about the Gola-Meter?
Yeah.
And Tom, as we're having this conversation, Tom says, what's a Gola-Meter? I'm like, oh, you remember the Gola-Meter. It's the way in which we rate sci-fi movies.
It is the way in which we rate sci-fi movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And the Gola-Meter had kind of its birth back in Chicago. And Mr. Rodino and Mr. Ostrowski were very involved in that. And the Gola-Meter is a way in which sci-fi movies, I happen to be a huge fan. Tom is a huge fan of sci-fi movies as well. But you have to rate them, because every sci-fi movie is not the same. They're not all equal.
They're not all created equal.
And there were certain criteria that had to be met to register highly on the Gola-Meter.
Yes.
And those criteria were sort of nebulous for a long time. But then we decided, what? We're going to actually put pen to paper and figure this out so that we can have a rating system for the all-important determination of what makes a great sci-fi movie.
Yes.
To the Gola-Meter meter, anyway.
Yeah.
And we came up with it. And we came up, it's called the carrot scale.
The carrot scale, which I will now
grab.
I want to grab the sign.
Carrot scale, okay? All right, so let's bust that out, okay? And we're going to give examples, too. You might have to back up a little bit there.
I'm going to have to back up.
Yeah.
So this is the carrot scale.
You have to back up a little more and raise it a little.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. Oh, fix my arrow. That took a lot.
There we go. There we go. Don't worry.
Okay, so that's the Gola-Meter.
Yes.
Okay.
So I would like you to. I would like to walk through this with you.
Okay. All right. So CARET, K-A-R-E-T. Okay, is the acronym for what it actually means. As you can see across the top, that's the Gola-Meter.
Yep.
So if you can't see it out there in viewership land, we're going to walk through this.
Yep.
So CARET, the first part, and you're going to say like, wait, that doesn't make sense in a sci-fi movie. It will.
It will.
You'll come around to it.
You'll come around to it.
CARET is karate.
Karate. Big one.
Yeah. And these all, by the way, each criteria is equal, and you can score a 0, you can score a 10. And that will help you determine what is a highly rated sci-fi movie on the Gola-Meter.
Yeah. A is for aliens.
A is for aliens. Which
A is for aliens.
People would say, like, yeah, no brainer. Sci-fi. Yeah, well, you're right.
And we're going to get into this. Aliens, there's some nuance to aliens.
There's a lot of nuance to it. Yeah.
R, robots.
Robots. You got to have robots in sci-fi movies. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E, explosions. Very important.
Sometimes from aliens fighting robots, you may be using karate.
Exactly.
It all gets folded into that.
Yeah.
But you got to have explosions.
Yeah.
No explosions, no sci-fi.
Yeah. T, time travel. By
Critical
the way,
piece, maybe the most important.
I just noticed that you used the big T for both time and travel.
This is not a rookie show.
This is a remarkable feat that this came together.
Wait till you see the arrow. The arrow.
I see the arrow.
That is a nut and bolt from Home Depot.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So, what we need to do is we need to show some real-time
You need examples.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with one.
Well, hang on a second. I want to point out that again, this is to judge sci-fi movies.
Yes.
So other great movies do not register on this, as we were talking about. Probably in my top 2 of all time, Godfather.
Doesn't register on the
Which, by the
scale.
way, I consider one movie. I don't consider one movie Godfather 1, Godfather 2. It's really just one long movie with a couple-year intermission.
What about Godfather 3?
I don't acknowledge that.
Fair enough.
Okay, so yeah, Godfather, obviously no karate. Clearly no aliens. Obviously no robots.
Yeah, it could be a 2. You got explosions.
That's true. You do have explosions.
Yeah. One explosion.
No time travel.
No time travel.
Yeah, and to be clear, time travel does not include
flashbacks.
That's not time travel. So when you would say, like, "Whoa, Godfather 2, time travel," like, no, that's a flashback.
Yeah.
Okay, so
all right, The Matrix,
good one. This is where you're like, okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
So you say, is there karate present?
There is.
Yeah, a lot of karate. Neo fighting Morbius. A lot of
Kung Fu.
He knows kung fu. He gets programmed kung fu.
Yeah.
He fights, Mr. Smith with kung fu.
Yeah.
And other, other types of karate. So yes, that is present.
Okay.
Aliens.
No aliens.
Now, there's alien technology, as in it's like anti-human.
Yes.
Or other than human, but it's not an alien.
So
They didn't come from outer space. They're not.
No.
There's no aliens.
No aliens.
So
robots.
Got robots to beat the band.
Yeah. More robots than you can shake a stick at.
There are robots present everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Explosions.
Oh.
Are there explosions?
Are there explosions? Explosions left and right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
okay.
No time travel.
So this is one of those nuanced ones.
There's no time travel.
I'm going to side on partial time travel, and here's why.
7. All right.
7. Yeah, because you have a little bit of time travel in the fact that they think they're living in the late 21st century, but in reality, when the machines or man, nobody really knows who struck first, scorched the sky, it fast forwarded it like 200 years.
I consider that a flashback.
I don't know, because are they actually time traveling? You don't know. So all I'm saying is, these are not absolutes.
No,
which is why it's important.
Discussion point.
That's why it's discussion point.
To have a scale.
That's why it's important to have a scale. It's why you need to be defendable, and you need to have this nuance.
Now, I'm going to give you one that I think is going to jump off of the carrot scale.
Hit me.
The Edge of Tomorrow with
Tom Cruise. Yeah, fantastic. All right, let's go to it. Karate.
Karate.
100%.
100%
yeah.
karate.
Because Tom Cruise is learning karate to fight the aliens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aliens.
Yeah. They're here to, take over the Earth.
Yeah.
A lot of aliens.
Robots. They're in mechanized robot suits.
Tom Cruise is wearing a robot.
Yeah, the whole time.
The whole time. That's why he can fight.
Yeah. Explosions.
Tremendous on explosions.
Yeah. And time travel. Whole movie's based on time travel.
Whole movie's based on time travel. He is traveling back and forth in time.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
That's a 10 out of 10. So for our listeners, this took some doing. This was one
that buries the needle.
It buries the needle. We've really kind of put this one together. We were trying to find one that ranked 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Edge of Tomorrow was a good poll, and there we are. So
let's go to another example.
Okay.
Terminator or Terminator 2.
Let's go Terminator 2.
All right, Terminator 2. Okay,
right.
Is there karate in Terminator 2?
No.
They're sort of machine versus machine karate.
It's not karate.
They're fighting.
They're fighting, but it's not karate.
They're fighting. They're using a shotgun.
No,
remember?
no. When he gets thrown out the window.
That's what I'm saying. That's karate.
Yeah, that's karate.
Yeah, that's karate.
No
or
aliens.
some type of, jujitsu something.
No aliens, but robots. Obviously.
Terminator. It's a robot.
Explosions.
Oh, so many explosions.
Yeah, and time travel.
There's time travel. It's an
very
8. That's
respectable.
a very strong performance.
Yeah.
So, what I would say to the listening audience, all 18 of you, we might have brought a few in.
Yeah.
If you think there's a movie that can beat Edge of Tomorrow, or equal it, we would love to know about
I
it.
would love to hear
Yeah,
about it.
I would love to contemplate that.
Yeah, that would be a really strong one. So,
Okay.
why did we talk about the Gola-Meter and scales, if not to introduce our
have to
own scale
introduce
for
the
Deal of the Year?
concept.
You
Deal
have
of the
to
Year.
introduce the concept, and how better to introduce the concept than to give something time-tested and true that we can really hang our hats on and explain thoroughly.
And again, you need to have an acronym,
Yes.
so that you can easily refer to it.
Now, this is a
Again,
award.
this has to be.
This is an award, so there's always a little bit of nepotism in awards.
Yes,
right.
there is. So that'll be explained in the criteria.
In what is referred to as our Nepo scale.
Yes, here's the Nepo scale. So,
Yeah, you're going to have to. Now you're going to have to back up.
all right, so I'll back
'Cause
up.
my arm is tired from holding that board.
All right, so let's see here if I can back up far enough for the.
Oh, you know what? Can we phone a friend?
Can we phone a friend?
Liz, can you come hold the Nepo board?
Oh, thank you, Liz. Yes,
This is awesome.
Liz making her debut on the
Everybody,
on the podcast,
this is
notwithstanding. Liz is the one
Woman
that
behind the magic.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so that is the Nepo meter.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So,
this is the criteria by which we will judge our deal of the year.
yes.
Okay?
So, N.
N. Let's go to N, and we have
New to market.
new to market.
Yes.
New to market. So,
I love the sign shake. That's a very good. That's a great job. That's an excellent job.
so yes, the deal has to be new to market. It doesn't necessarily have to be a new occupier.
It's got to be a new operation.
Well, it's got to be something. It's got to be new.
It's got to be new. Can't be
Yeah.
a renewal.
Can't be a renewal. It can't be. Could it be an expansion? Yeah, because that's technically new.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's got to be new.
It's got to be
Okay.
new.
All right. So we go from new to market. Let's go to our next criteria,
Which is E.
Here we go. E.
Eye popping.
Eye popping.
Got to be eye popping.
Got to be an eye popping deal.
Yeah.
So whether that's there was like, oh my gosh, at $70 a TI. Whoa, man! It's partial 150-foot clear.
Yep.
Revitalization of some legacy environmental site.
Yep.
Something has to pop.
Yeah. Something's got to pop off the screen at you,
Okay.
and give you give you a reason to vote for it.
Okay. Now here, quite frankly, this is my favorite criteria.
And I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Okay. P for panache. Panache.
Yeah. So
Now, what is panache? How do we qualify that?
it's very ambiguous,
Yeah.
which is great for us.
Which means it's got to have style. Something.
So
something about it.
I think that this could go a lot of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Is the broker running the deal? Do they have phenomenal hair?
Yeah.
Did they show up with their phenomenal hair?
Do they have like a handlebar mustache?
Yeah.
Was somebody eccentric on the deal team?
Did you have 27 people on the tour bus?
Was there a tour bus?
Was there a tour bus?
Were there multiple tour buses?
Yeah.
Did somebody insist on hey, listen, I will absolutely not stop at Sheetz. You need to drive me to a Wawa.
Yes. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Or, hey, one that we had, I don't want Sheetz or Wawa. Find me a Chick-fil-A.
Find me a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Find me a Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
When we
Get me to a Royal Farms.
Yeah. Did you drive the tour bus out of the way to go to Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Did you miss a flight because of it?
Yeah, exactly. Those
happens.
are the kinds of things that
Panache. Style.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you one other. A lot of these groups have code names, right?
Oh, the code name.
Is
the
this
code
a
names
boring code name?
Or did you really?
Or did you
Yeah.
look at like, you know what? I got the code name, and that's actually really cool.
Yeah,
Like, I get it now.
I get it now. Now
Yeah.
there's a couple out there we can't talk about code names because those are deals that aren't done. But there's
Yeah.
don't come to me with Project Red.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put in more effort.
Yeah. Project
You know?
Box.
Yeah, come on.
Really? Project Box?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
that's not. I need something better.
Well, what it's going to do is going to hurt you on this.
It's going to hurt you on the scale.
Probably get you.
Well,
a really low rating.
You have to then
You take yourself out of consideration.
You have to crush it in all three other
Yeah.
categories.
Okay, so let's go to the last one. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So again, O, Nepo scale.
Yeah, Nepo scale
Now remember, it's a combination of these.
combination. It's not
So
all of them.
You don't have to hit on all of them.
Yeah, and we can explain
Nice if you do.
our involvement. Our involvement
Yes.
in the deal.
Yes. So if we are somehow involved in the deal,
Yeah.
then that helps your score on the scale.
If we get paid, then
Yeah.
I would tell you that it greatly enhances your probability of somehow landing
receiving
on the scale.
of receiving the award,
Yeah, of getting an award.
or
Yeah.
at least being in the top three.
Well,
something.
and listen, I would hope that this would facilitate people reaching out to us with potential requirements.
I think so. Yeah.
Will this work?
Yeah.
Right?
How's this going to rate for me?
How's this going to rate for me?
And our involvement doesn't necessarily have to. It doesn't have to land with us.
Yeah.
Just
I wanna
get us
see
on the
I wanna
RFP
see the deal.
rotation.
Yeah, get us an
get us a
RFP.
tour or something.
Yeah.
It's got to be involved in some way.
That would be. We're just trying to facilitate better communication with our friendly competitors.
Exactly.
That's all we're trying to do here. So that's the NEPO scale.
Yeah, that's the NEPO scale.
Yeah.
That is how we will determine the deal of the year. And now let's talk about the prize for deal of the year.
Yes, the prize of deal.
Thank
for
you,
the
Liz.
deal of the year. So
Moving on.
moving on. So from a prize standpoint, I want you to explain the prize and why we're going to go that route.
So we are going to. There's a couple aspects of the prize. So we're going to hand out the prize. The prize is going to be, at this point, the prize is going to be a small replica of Tom Cruise in his alien or in his robot
Suit for Edge of Tomorrow.
For Edge of Tomorrow.
Yes.
It'd be like, small mini size, like a bobblehead almost.
Yeah.
Like that size. That will be the trophy.
That'll be the trophy that's
Yeah.
delivered. Now,
Underneath it will say deal of the year.
so the
Yeah.
other part of this is that if you will allow us to come present you the trophy in person,
Physically present it to you.
physically presented in person with photographic evidence, we will donate $1,000 to a charity of your choice.
1,000?
Yeah, 1,000.
We talked about 500
We
yesterday.
talked about 500 each.
That's part of that nuance.
Yeah, that's part of that nuance.
Yeah.
$1,000 to a charity of your choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm down. Yeah.
So I think that's I think that's a great deal.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, the recipient has to agree to allow us to present the trophy in person, photographic evidence.
Yes.
Nothing AI.
No.
And then a donation.
Yeah, and then a donation will be made, and then you get to keep the trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would hope you'd keep the trophy.
Yeah, I would say. So, listen, so one of the other comments that we received was that when we were getting to the 40, 45-minute mark, we were getting a little long on our podcast.
Yeah.
So right now we're at a very nice 32 minutes and 20 seconds. So
Yeah.
I think that with that in mind, let's leave the listeners with a couple things. We're heading into Thanksgiving, our favorite time of the year.
By far.
Football's rolling.
Best holiday of the
Pray
year.
for my Nittany Lions. It's been quite the fall from grace.
It's a tough road.
It's been a tough road.
And I hate to bring this up, but it was my Northwestern Wildcats that kind of dealt that last dagger.
That was the final nail in the coffin,
That was
quite
tough.
literally.
Yeah.
Then this weekend we're going up. We're going to see the Nittany Lions host Indiana.
Yeah.
And it is, unfortunately, it's going to be an absolute drubbing.
I don't think so. I think the Nittany Lions play well.
I love my Penn State group, but it's gonna be a beatdown. I'm
I
sorry.
hear you. I'm going to go a tight game.
I
touchdown
think
plus.
Indiana's very, very good.
Indiana is very, very good, but I think you got a touchdown plus.
So you think they're gonna cover?
I think they will cover.
Oh, that's well, all right. I mean, that is your prerogative, I suppose. Then, hey, we've got some more travel coming. We're going to be back in Chicago for another sporting event here in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, we are. See Mr. Rodino, Mr. Ostrowski.
Yeah.
Probably see some guys in the Chicago office.
Be fun.
Yeah.
And then I think we're going to, hopefully, end of November, we'll be able to get in here, talk a little bit about some things that have happened in a positive way in the marketplace as we're starting to end the year and round it out. And then I think my thought would be, like that first January podcast, we're giving deal of the year out.
We are giving deal of the year. Well, it has to be completed.
Has to be completed. Has to be a completed deal. So
and we'll have the trophy ready. We will have the ability to hey, maybe we can even call someone and say like, hey, just wanted to let you know you were just awarded.
You were just awarded. Exactly.
Yeah.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun. All right. Well, hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in.
Thanks for your time.
To the next time.
Yeah. Air hug.